What is going on, Cappy Crew? It's me, the Capybara, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, and today I am decided to do a little bit of a different type of video. We're gonna do my top 5 favorite games of 2022 that I played, not that came out, because there's a lot of games that came out this year that I have not played. There's a lot of games that I want to tell you about that came out before then, and I only just got around to playing. And so here's the top 5 games I played this year. One of my goals as a Twitch streamer last year was to work through my backlog and play a bunch of games that I've always wanted to play, but never really got the opportunity. And so this list kind of embodies all of that. So let's go ahead and just jump into it, because why the frick not? Let's do it. Alrighty. Number 5. We got, drumroll please, Bastion. Bastion was so sick. I played it on stream. It's by Supergiant Games, which are the people who made Hades. And this is their like first kind of go, I think, into an action game like that. And it's banging. The combat is fun, the story is good, but and it makes you really feel stuff at the end. Depending on what choice you make, there's a very important choice to make at the end. And it left a lasting impact on me. And I would say, yeah, definitely start here, especially if you're a fan of Hades, which is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. Definitely give it a go. Definitely give it a go. All right. Next up, we got number 4. This one is, drumroll please, Inside. Inside was a game I played for spooky season, around Halloween. And it's pretty dark, and it's very interesting. It has a lot of peculiar themes, and it's a very easy puzzle game. You can beat it in around 3 hours. But and honestly, to me, there's not too much replayability, but it was on Game Pass, and it was one of my favorite gaming experiences of 2022, and so that is why it has earned its place on this list. Let's jump into the next one. Number 3, we have, drumroll please, Grimm's Hollow. Grimm's Hollow is a free-to-play game on Steam. I think that you can beat this game in around 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. And this game, though, is very much more like turn-based RPG element type game, where you have you're somebody who has died. You have a scythe, and you're going around and trying to free your brother from basically the Grim Reaper. And that's all I'm going to get into story-wise, but there's a lot of really funny characters, lots of heart-wrenching moments, and it definitely made me feel things at the end as well. And there's no excuse for you not to play this game, because it's free. It's literally free, so just go download it and play it. It'll be one of the most fun 3 hours of your life. Definitely recommend. Next up, we got number 2. Number 2 is Zelda Wind Waker. I played a heck ton of this on stream. I played the whole game on stream, but it's like it took me about 33 hours to beat or so like a couple months, and it's one of my favorite Zeldas, if not my favorite currently right now. And the reason is because it makes a lot of interesting choices with the Zelda format. It's like an open world type game where you don't have to necessarily do things in a very specific order, but there's still like some linear. There was only a few moments when I was like, okay, I really better look up to see what I'm doing. But the story is fun. I love the cartoon version of Link, especially on the big screen. I'm used to the Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks Link. And so this was very, very good. What I also played Twilight Princess this year, but what put Wind Waker on the list instead of Twilight Princess was I thought that they did the open world thing right, and I loved the graphics of this one. They hold up a lot better than Twilight Princesses do. And so for that reason, Wind Waker got on the list. It's a blast of a game. One of my favorite Zeldas, and I would highly recommend you play it. Also, the soundtrack absolutely slaps. You can watch a video about the Great Sea on my channel somewhere, so go and look that up. Next up, we got our honorable mentions, our HMs. Let's see what we got here. These are ones that I liked, but I don't think were in my top 5, and for various reasons. Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove was very good. I like Shovel Knight, especially the Reaper one, the one with the scythe. That campaign was one of the more fun ones. I didn't like Plague Knight though, and I didn't even get close to finishing the King Knight one before I bounced off the game. However, Shovel Knight itself is really, really strong, and it was one of my favorite games I played. Outer Wilds, I haven't beat yet, and so that's why I couldn't give it a spot on the list. But as of right now, it is one of my favorite puzzle games that I think I've ever played. I probably won't be finishing it on stream because I really want to experience it for myself. Because I can feel that I'm kind of getting closer to the end, and I just don't want it spoiled for me. So I might finish it on stream later, but I most likely won't. And then this game, Seraph's Last Stand, is a like 69-cent game on Steam, and it's a roguelike that you play as a wizard and you just shoot those little monsters out of the sky. And it's like a vector graphic type game. So it's those graphics on the art are not what it looks like. It actually looks a lot more like a classic arcade game. And the replayability is very fun. It's one of those games where I can just sit and chill and just see how far I can get. And the roguelike mechanics are really, really fun, and some of them are pretty broken. So for 69 cents, I played it for probably close to 12 hours at this point. And so that is definitely your money's worth. Then, of course, my number one game that I played in 2022 is definitely going to be One Shot. If anybody has talked to me about my favorite games this year, already, I always bring up One Shot. It is a puzzle game that it's kind of like in the style of Undertale, where you play as this character and it looks very similar. And you do the puzzles throughout the world. You want to try and get to the end to stop the world from blowing up. The world requires the sun to operate, and you find the sun in this light bulb, and you carry the light bulb around and try and put it back. That's the gist of the story. It gets a lot more complicated than that, and the characters are all really, really fun and well written. The puzzles at some points are pretty easy, but then they also have this break the fourth wall type puzzles where they hide the answers on your computer, and so that for that reason it's a brain bender. It's a brain bender, and it is one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and definitely the top one that I've played this year. Definitely leave in the comments below a like, and also tell me what your top 5 favorite games that you played this year are. I'd love to know and get that dialogue started in the comments. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you all later. Deuces. Bye. Cappy out. Bye bye.